And then welcome, Adam Thomas from Balancing Touch Reflexology. So good to see you, and thanks for joining me today. Well, I gotta head off to the post office here, and I've been wanting to share some information with you for quite a while now. Last year I taught a course to people who weren't reflexologists. It was a really neat approach. I started without telling about all the points in reflexology and all that, but I started to get them in touch with their feet, and we did a couple exercises that I think are really useful, and I wanted to share that with you. So on my way to the post office today, I'll stop by a little park and explain a bit of a couple of the things that was discussed in the workshop. Okay, so here we are at the park, and it's pretty windy, and it's fall, it's a little bit cold, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So the first exercises that I really like to do is just to walk around normal first, right? Just to get a feel for how that feels. So whatever your normal walk is, just do that. So let's do that right now. So you just walk around like this, normal walk. So then once you have the normal walk down, then you want to actually do a couple extreme examples to give you a feel for how your body or the weight in your feet have shifted, right? Because really the focus here is going to be all on the feet. So let's look at one example here, which, holy, my water bottle's almost going to fall over too. Okay. One example here, let's say we have really bad back, our hips can't move. So let's take our right side, for example here, our right foot, and we're just gonna limp basically. Okay, so let's just do that. So you really want to exaggerate it to get the feel, because you don't have this, well, maybe you do, but most likely you don't have this injury or, kind of tension in your body naturally. So really get into the character and fake it as much as you can. So then once you have this established, what you want to do now is really tune into your feet and see now where the pressure, as inside your shoe or on the foot as it touches the ground, where is the pressure on your foot now, right? And tune into both sides, because I know we're focused on the right side right now, but focus in on your feet and see what that's like. Oh yeah, down below in the description too, I'll put a little chart for you, a little foot chart, and so you can download that or just look at it, and then you can make little marks on it. So right now, take some time to write down your findings, okay? And if you're having a hard time getting into it, just go from your normal walk into the hip walk, right? So let's do that. So just walk normally here, see how that feels, and then suddenly switch over to the hip walk, right? And see what that's like, okay? And then so take a couple minutes right now and write down your findings, okay? And really switch back and forth and get really into this and see how, if somebody had a bad hip, how does that translate into the body? And just think about also how it is that if this was a chronic issue for you, where would, say, for example, calluses show up, or redness, or this pain in your feet, where would it start showing up, right? So take a few minutes to write that down. Number 2 exercise is, let's change the part of the body. So let's pretend that we've experienced whiplash and we have been given some kind of neck brace, right? So let's see what that's like to walk around, okay? So if anybody who's had a neck brace, what usually happens too, so not only does your neck really hurt, but you end up, if you do have a neck brace, holding the neck brace on for some reason, right? Even though it's supposed to be bracing your neck, but for some reason the shoulders go up and it holds it on. So this is a really good indication and also a good character to sort of get into right now. Okay, so shoulders up, and just really focusing in on where it is that you feel, like focusing upper, right? So if your neck was really sore, how would you be walking? And then once you have this posture down, focus in again on the feet and how has the pressure in your shoes or as it hits the ground changed, right? Again, with this, if it's a hard one, you can switch between, the last one, right? So you're kind of limping, or switch between your normal walk and just sort of see what it is that shows up. So yeah, take a couple of minutes now to write down those findings. So what I would do now is not only can we feel a change in the feet through physical issues, but also in mental issues and, emotional issues, right? So, okay, let's take like something, for example, here. Let's walk around. Let's walk around like we're kind of like just having a bad day. We're kind of like depressed, right? So somebody who's really depressed, right? So try and get into the character of that. So for me, that would be kind of slowing down my pace because I don't really want to walk forward in life, right? Kind of dragging your heels behind. And just sort of feel what your body feels like in this state, right? I kind of feel like my head hangs low, and I sort of want to, hide, create my little bubble for myself and not exist here, right? So that's sort of what you want to try and assume the character of, is somebody who's depressed. And now focus into the feet, and has it changed, right? Again, go to normal walk, see what that's like. Switch back to more of a depressed kind of state, right? Heavy feeling sort of state, right? And write down those, right? Another one we can do is let's pick like anger, right? So if you're really angry, kind of like I see people leaning forward a little bit, like they mean business, right? That sort of thing. Like, helps to really clench the jaw. If you notice too, for some reason my pace has quickened, right? So these type of things, right? So write those down. Another one, let's just do like 100% at peace. Like, this is such a great day. I'm looking out, wind's blowing, got a nice sun here. I have some people playing tennis beside me. It's really nice. So 100% at peace. What does that feel like to walk around in, right? And again, write down where it is you feel the tension or not, right? So you may notice with some of these that it might actually feel good to walk around in, some of these states, because maybe your normal, feet and your body posture is really kind of tired, right? So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. I'll take you back home, and after I drop the mailing off. Okay, we're here at the post office now, and I just have to say thank you to anybody who's purchased these charts. The Reflexology Visual Dictionary series started off as just, an idea to help somebody understand reflexology, or anatomy rather. And because I was so into reflexology, I adapted all the anatomy to the feet, and it's sort of a personal project. And now I'm sending stuff off to Japan and United Kingdom and here in Canada, right? That's today's order. And it's just amazing that, I'm so grateful that people get something out of this little experiment that I started way back when. So yeah, just anybody who's purchased it, I'm really thankful that it helps you and it helps me. It's turning into a great kind of business for me. So I really thank you, and I hope you get everything out of the charts that you wanted. So yeah, thank you. Okay, time to deliver. Let me know what you thought of this video by leaving a comment below. Any type of feedback can be useful. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. And if you found it useful, feel free to share it with anybody who might be interested. Make sure that you have subscribed to this channel if you haven't already. And make sure that you hit, or better yet, step on that bell icon so you know when the next video is coming out. And if you have some more time, why don't you check out some other videos. Till next time, this is Adam Thomas from balancingtouch.ca.